The reason why we're doing this, I want people to understand that cattle farming is not an easy business. Why are you so confident that probably soon results will come? Because for years now, you have been doing this and without any money coming back into your pocket.
Yes, because I'm building ahead. People need to venture into cattle farming.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially young people.
I don't think that it's a good idea to start breeding with the 2-3 cattle.
I also think so.
Do you encourage fawn farming?
Yes, I do. I'm myself. I'm not full-time here.
You're the first one to say that. So you might spend 3 years wasting time for them to come and tell you this is not good enough. 3 years.
Yes, but what you should also do is to buy the right bull and to have the right cow.
Do you do insemination?
No, I don't do. I've got a good bull here. I've got a good bull. Artificial insemination.
So actually, when you have a good bull, there is no need for you to do insemination.
No, you can. You need a variety and a diversity of genetics.
I want to tell you that cattle farming is a long-term investment. It's different from goat farming, pig farming. If you're watching my videos for the first time, I'm kindly asking if you could subscribe. Make sure to like this video. I'm only asking for 1,000 likes.
The capacity of this tank is 1,000 liters. We dip at least after every 5 days. The problem is 80% of diseases that affect cattle are tick-borne diseases. Dipping has to be proper and thorough and has to be done regularly so that you control ticks. All these ones are bulls, but they're waiting to be inspected.
By who?
We've got what we call the Zimbabwean Breeders Society. So they inspect to see if it is pure and if it has got all the Boran features that they want. Hey. They look at the sheath, they look at the head, they look at the muscles.
So doing breeding, it's a tough business.
It's not a tough as such, but one, the animals are expensive. Two, you need to be very thorough on your paperwork.
Oh.
That's all about breeding.
Okay.
Because you need to trace it through the family line.
Oh.
Yes. So you need to be thorough on your paperwork. If you use a bull that is not registered, then you have a problem with the society.
It becomes a problem?
Yeah. When they come here, they will then tell you that your animal doesn't meet the standard. It's not a pure. It's not a pure breed. So it's a year wasted.
Yeah. Is it out of passion, or you started this because you wanted to start a business?
Yeah, it's a combination of factors.
Okay.
One of them is passion. Yes, I love cattle.
Yeah.
It's also an investment. Cattle is an investment, but first of all is the passion. I love cattle.
Passion.
Yeah, I love cattle. That is what drove me into this business.
Is it a lucrative business, from your own perspective?
I hope so. I think so.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. I guess so. Because I haven't sold any. What I'm just doing here is just to have them multiply.
Really?
Yes, I just want them to multiply. I'm just buying, and I want them to multiply. So I haven't sold any.
When did you start?
2021.
So since 2021 up to now, 2024, you haven't sold any cattle?
Never. Not sold any.
The patience.
Yes. Haven't sold any cattle. We are not selling any cattle for now.
So all these years you have been investing money into this and no returns?
So far we haven't sold anything. So we haven't got any return for our investment. We just want them to multiply.
Is it not hard?
It's very hard. Because you need to be very patient.
I see.
Be very patient. We've gone for about 3 years. And I'm sure we're going to start to sell maybe in 2026. That's about 2 years from now.
Yeah. That's a long time.
Yeah, that's a long time. But you have to be patient, just like in other business. You have to be patient for you to get results.
Exactly. So why this specific breed, Boran?
Okay, why we chose the Boran?
Yeah.
The reason is one, it's fertility.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very fertile breed. You can actually get a calf every year. Every year you get a calf. Just need to look after it well. It will give you a calf every year.
Every year?
Yeah, it's very fertile. And it's got good winning weights. It can win a calf at half the mother's weight.
So if I am to compare all the breeds, we could talk of Mashona, we could talk of Tuli, Boran. Which one is the best?
I can safely say every breed is okay. Every breed is okay, but I think it also depends on the choice of the breeder and the farmer.
Yeah.
But every breed is okay. But for myself, I chose the Boran. The other trait is that it's docile.
Oh yeah, friendly.
Yeah, it's very friendly. It's very friendly.
Yeah.
It's calm and easy to handle.
Compared to other breeds.
Other breeds are aggressive, but this one is. That's why we are standing even in front of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, they all know they won't harm you.
You're doing this for breeding.
Yes.
Why not meat?
Why I went into breeding?
Yeah.
The main reason is I don't have much pastures, so I realized that it's better for me to have animals, animals of high quality that can give me good returns.
Okay.
Rather than to have so many animals when you don't have pastures.
Oh, I understand. So it's more of quality, not quantity.
Yes. Now when you are going into breeding, you are now going more into
the quality side.
Getting quality and animals that are bought as live animals for breeding, that you can sell as live animals for breeding. So if you have got so many animals for when your target market is the butcher, you need to have so many animals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, but now we need to have also a lot of pastures. But here we don't have pastures. We've got 102 cattle here on 54 hectares.
How many bulls do you have?
Bulls, we just have one bull that we use as a head sire.
Okay.
But we've got other young bulls that are coming up. We've got about 20 of them that are coming up.
So the reason why is, for me, I would say that breeding is complicated is because of how you have to take care of it. Like you have to pay attention each and every time compared to when you are doing it for meat.
Yeah, breeding, you need to be very thorough on breeding because breeding is about paperwork. You need to have papers for your animals. They are all of them, they are registered.
All of them?
They are registered with the national head. Yes, all of them. Most of them, they are registered. But we are not also doing breeding only. We also have other crossbreeds here.
Oh, okay.
And we also target for meat, but there are not so many. Just a little of them, small number of them.
Oh.
Yeah. What we are targeting mostly is breeding. So we are trying to move more into breeding and bringing in more of breeding animals than commercial animals.
So as of now, the majority of Zimbabweans, they are into commercial.
Yes.
This side of breeding, not a lot of people are into it, is it?
Exactly.
It's complicated.
Exactly. Because you need paperwork, you need to be thorough, you need to be very sure of the bull that you are using, and you need proper infrastructure so that you can separate these animals, especially bulls. You don't just use any other bull.
Okay.
You have to use a bull that is registered and inspected, and that has passed the bull soundness test.
What about dairy? Have you ever considered it?
No, I haven't considered it. Maybe in the future.
I've noticed that a lot of diasporans want to come back to Zimbabwe and do cattle farming.
Yes.
And some of them, they just venture into it without proper knowledge. At the end of the day, they regret. What would you tell someone who is venturing into cattle farming?
No, first thing is this business needs a lot of patience.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, you need to do things properly, especially on dipping. Like I said before, most of the diseases that affect cattle, 80% of them are tick-borne diseases.
Exactly.
So you need a very strong dipping system on your farm for your cattle to survive. Otherwise, they'll all perish.
You started in 2021, which means you're an upcoming farmer.
Yeah, sure.
That's what you were telling me. I'm an upcoming, which...
yeah. I'm just new in the game. It's a game of being patient and doing the right things. So calm and composed. Don't worry. You can handle it, don't worry.
Oh.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. It doesn't. So if you're farming from the diaspora, my advice is one. You need to have a highly motivated team.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, on the ground.
Yeah.
You need to train your guys. For example, if an animal gets sick, you should be able to identify that this animal is sick.
Your guys should supposed to be doing that.
Yes, the ones who have got the cattle every day, they know this animal is sick, this animal is not feeling well. But that is key. You need to identify that this animal is sick quickly so that you can treat the disease. You can treat so that you can treat it. It's a business that needs you to be very, very thorough and paying attention to it every time. And you need to see you need to inspect each and every animal every day. Every day? Yes. And see if it's okay, if it's grazing well. You need to know all those things.
Do you encourage phone farming?
Yes, I do. I'm I'm not full-time here.
You're the first one to say that.
Myself, I'm not full-time here. But I rely on my guys. I've got a highly motivated team. I've got guys, I've trained them well. I've sent them for training courses.
Oh, yeah.
For them to understand where we are going, first thing, they need to understand the value of the animals that we have here. They also need to know that this animal is not sick. This animal is sick, it's not well. They need to see symptoms. What is it that you should see to say that this animal is sick?
You're doing Boran.
Yes.
As a breeder, am I supposed to focus on one breed?
I would say resources permitting, infrastructure permitting, grazing land permitting, you can have as many breeds as you can. But some of us, we are focusing on this breed because of its resistance to drought and diseases, because we don't have much pastures. So this breed is resistant to drought. So this is a drought resistant. You know, Boran cattle, originally they are from Kenya.
Oh, the Boran.
The Boran cattle, originally they are from Kenya.
Okay.
Kenya is a very drought prone area.
Okay,
So they thrive even in drought conditions.
So how do you end with the case of stock theft here in Zimbabwe?
The case of stock theft here in Zimbabwe, is a problem and is something worrisome to us as farmers. Yes, you don't want to lose an animal.
Exactly.
Like these pure breeds animals, they are very expensive. Each animal, maybe the minimum price can be from $2,000 and upwards. So you don't want to lose that kind of an animal.
It's really expensive.
Yeah, to a cattle rustler, it's a very expensive animal. So we are happy that they've imposed a stiff penalty for anyone convicted of cattle rustling. It's about 9 years, I think. Yeah, we're happy with that. But no, you know how it is.
Do you think that young people are running away from farming? From your own perspective?
Not really, but young people have shown interest recently over the years. I've seen in WhatsApp groups that we are, young people have shown so much interest in cattle farming.
What are the challenges that you're facing so far?
The challenge that I'm facing, the major challenge that I'm facing here is pastures. I don't have land. That's the major challenge. Otherwise, that is it's a challenge and it's a limiting factor. Farming is something that needs a lot of patience. And the other factor is that it's capital intensive. It needs a lot of capital. Hopefully, if you can get lines of credit and you've got enough resources, then you can start.
Long-term investment.
Yeah, it's a long-term investment. It doesn't give you returns quickly. But just like another business, you don't get quick returns. It's a process.
How many did you start with and how did you get to this number?
Okay, we started with about 15.
15?
Yeah, we started with about 15. But I'm saying to get to this number is we are still buying.
Okay.
Yeah, we are buying even up to today. And also, some of them are calving here while they're here.
Okay.
Sometimes we buy cows that are in calf or cows with calves at foot.
Okay, what's that?
Calves with calves at foot. It means how can I explain? It means it's the mother and the calf.
Okay,
yes.
Okay.
And we also buy some cows that are in calf, that are pregnant.
It seems like you took a risk of starting with 15 at one time.
At one time, yes. Because I just realized that if I start with 3-4 animals, it doesn't give me how long will I take to get good numbers?
Probably 4 or 5
years. Cattle, I believe it's a game of numbers also.
Even if you are doing breeding.
Even if you are doing breeding, you need to have the right numbers. You need, like here we get minimum of 40 cows per year. We have got 40 females, 40 cows. That gives us 40 calves per year.
Per year.
Yes. Which I believe is a good number for growth.
Exactly.
Yeah, which I believe, because some of them, like I said, on breeding, some of them they fail.
Yeah.
They fail on breeding soundness. So they are relegated to the commercial side. They'll tell you that this one cannot meet the breeding requirements because of 1 or 2 faults.
Okay.
They then relegate it to the commercial side. So it also helps you to grow your commercial side.
Do you do insemination?
No, I don't do. I've got a good bull here. I've got a good bull. You know, artificial insemination.
So actually, when you have a good bull, there is no need for you to do insemination.
No, you can. You need a variety and a diversity of genetics in your head.
But it seems like it's complicated. Is it?
It's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's not.
So it all comes back to preference. You choose
preference, and you need diverse genetics. It's a cheaper way also of breeding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, semen is cheaper than buying a whole bull, because a pure bull, maybe you need a good bull. You need to pay about $4,000 to $5,000 for a good bull.
So is it possible for me to do breeding without a bull and only doing insemination?
Yeah, it's possible. It's very possible.
Oh.
It's very possible. But you need now a lot of, I mean,
that's where
it's something that is technologically, it's something that is technologically based.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you need also proper infrastructure to keep your animals away from other animals around you.
Okay.
I'm still building head. I'm very confident because I'm getting cows. Look at the quality of cows that I'm getting here. There's no way I'm not going to make money from that thing. And I'm very confident.
People have to understand that this is a long-term investment.
Way. Even if someone doesn't buy it as a breeding bull, look at how beef it is.
Exactly.
I'll just sell it as beef. Yeah, it's not an easy business because like you can only start to get meaningful returns after about 3 to 4 years in the business.
Exactly.
Yes. So to be very patient, but there are costs involved in running the cattle.
Yeah.
For almost 3 to 4 years.
Exactly.
Just pumping money, not getting anything in return.
That's what you're doing.
Yes.
No return so far.
I haven't got anything in return.
You are a good example.
I don't have anything in return to show for it. So this is what I get from my cattle. No, I'm still even buying more cattle even up to today.
So it's important, if you want to do what you're doing right now, it's important to have other businesses that support this.
Yeah, I can safely. So if you don't have good financing, you need to have another business that can sustain, that can help you to run the project.
I don't think that is a good idea to start breeding with the 2-3 cattle.
I also think so because because cattle business is also a game of numbers. You can't buy an expensive bull for $2,000-$3,000 to use on just 2 cows, just to get 2 cows the whole year. Because a cow gives you a cow once a year.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's viable to get just 2 cows the whole year. It's not viable. Yeah, I'm sure you end up thinking that the business is not lucrative.
And these breeds, that they are barely in the rural areas, Borani, Tuli, especially those Borani and Tuli. I've never seen them in most of the rural areas that I've visited. Is it because they're afraid that these breeds are prone to diseases?
No, they're not prone to diseases. They are disease resistant, especially the Boran. I'm not sure about other breeds. I can only speak of what I have. Yeah. What I have the Boran. They are not prone to diseases. They are disease resistant, and they can thrive in rural areas. It's unfortunate, maybe.
It's because it's expensive. Probably.
Maybe it's because of the price, possibly. But there are so many rural farmers inquiring about them. There are so many rural farmers in our breeders group, in our cattle farmers group, who are buying these bulls to use in their rural areas to improve on the genetics. Because the Boran also is very good for crossbreeding.
Oh.
Yes, it's very good for. If you cross it with any other head, it will definitely improve what you get.
It's really good. What's your advice to someone who is watching this video, who wants to venture into cattle farming?
No, cattle farming, I would encourage anyone to go into cattle farming. Everyone to get into cattle farming. It's good business. You just need to be patient.
Yeah, right.
But along the way, it will pay you.
Oh.
Along the way, definitely it will pay you.
People have to understand that it takes time.
It just takes time.